Yes, sir. All right. Let's get it. All right. All right. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry. All right. Okay. So, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for being here with me again. This is your boy, Ramon Wilson, aka Mr. Wealthy by Nature. And I'd like to thank y'all for being here again on another show of the In the Know podcast. And today we're going all the way out. We're going all the way out. We're going all the way out. And the reason why I'm saying we're going all the way out is because the topics that I'm going to be talking about, it might, poke a couple people that don't like what I'm saying, but I don't care because this is something that needs to be said and it needs to be heard. So with that being said, if you out there right now and you, man, look, listen, I'm going all the way in. I'm going all the way in. I'm going to be talking about finance. I'm going to be talking about cash. I'm going to be talking about crypto. I'm going to be talking about precious metals. I'm going to be talking about it all. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody that I love and I feel that has to understand this, because right now what's going on in the world, they need to hear this. So if you're ready, go ahead. And everybody that's on my podcast, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit the button, send some money, whatever you want to do. So everybody that's on my Facebook, my YouTube, my Periscope, and on my podcast, the In the Know podcast, let me know what's going on. Got love for y'all. Go ahead and drop some comments because we about to get it in. Go ahead. I'm gonna give y'all a minute because I need to drink some water real quick because I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff at the house right now. You know, I just bought this house and my wife had me working heavy. I'm talking real heavy today. So go ahead and get it popping, and I got y'all. Let's go. Yes, sir. Shout out to James Head. Shout out to Marcus Cook. Shout out to Ray Scott. Love y'all, man. That's my family. That's my golden family out there. All right. All right. So now that we are back into the realm of the In the Know podcast, it's a lot of things that, a lot of people going through right now. And I've been, just watching and listening and seeing what's going on. And, I'm just going through my comments right now, but I'm definitely going to get to, because if you guys know who Robert Kiyosaki is, if you know who Robert Kiyosaki is, go ahead and comment or, send something in the Facebook or the YouTube or the Periscope right now to understand who Robert Kiyosaki is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to understand right now, because this is what I'm going to do. It's going to be the four quadrants. And if you know who Robert Kiyosaki is, you know about the four quadrants. So what my four quadrants is going to be cash, precious metals, gold and silver. Y'all know that. Okay. Financial readiness, and the other one's going to be crypto. And I'm gonna break this down in life, what's going on right now in 2020 and beyond. Okay. So with that being said, if you understand who Robert Kiyosaki is, whether it be Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Fake Money, whatever book you read about him, so I didn't read them all. I'm an advocate of finance and money and investments and, building people up. So if you got that right now and you're watching me on live and you're listening to me on my podcast right now and the other social media networks that I'm on, go ahead and put that in right now, because this is what is this whole video expo is about to be about. Okay. All right. So go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and give some shout outs right now. What's going on? Shout out to everybody that's on my podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's on Hot 97. Everybody that's on 92Q, Baltimore, shout out to y'all. Got love for y'all right now. I know y'all looking at me right now. Got love for y'all. And we about to talk real money. We about to talk real money. And we about to talk about what's really going on. What's really going on? What's really going on in the world right now, and how we can help y'all to eliminate all that. Because I know people is at home right now. They got nothing to do, so they watching me right now. They watch me because if they wasn't at home right now, they wouldn't be watching me. Y'all wouldn't be watching me right now. I know that. I know that, but it's cool. It's cool. Y'all here now. Y'all got the information. I'm about to show y'all something. No doubt. No doubt. All right. Shout out to Victor Hunter. Shout out to James Head. Shout out to Marcus Bailey. Shout out to Brady Scott. You know what I'm saying? All y'all that's giving me love right now. I got nothing but love for y'all. All right. So check it out. My first pillar that I'm going to talk about in the quadrant, because it's 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? You put a line down here, do a line like that. You got 2, then you got 4. So the first one I'm going to talk about is cash. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now we understand that the U.S. deficit is well over $30 trillion a day. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all what's going on with that. Okay? Because that'd be a whole nother podcast. That would be a whole nother, no, Facebook Live, whatever. $30 trillion a day. So let me ask y'all something. With the coronavirus going on right now, okay, people can't work. That means businesses can't produce. If it's $30 trillion right now, how do you think that the average American, and I'm not talking about the super elite, I'm not talking about, your Robert Krafts and your Donald Trumps and your, all the rich people that's out there right now. If it's $30 trillion right now that they're pumping into the system, how do you think that you, as an average American that goes to work every day, makes about $45,000, $60,000 a year, how do you think that you're going to survive? I'm just wondering. And if anybody's out there, and for those that are on my podcast, I know you can't. I know you can't send it in, but you can still send me a message and everything. And I'm definitely listen. All my podcast people, I got you. I will respond to it. But for my people that's watching me right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, I can see your comments. So how do you think that you're going to survive at home when a system is built off of a debt? I'm just wondering about that. I mean, maybe I'm slow. If you can survive off that, put a 1 in the comments right now. If you can't, put a 10 in the comments right now. Let's see who we got out here. Because this is crazy. This is just crazy what's going on right now. I mean, the coronavirus is something at hand, but I'm talking about the financial aspect where people understand about cash money. I'm talking about cash. This is the first quadrant I'm talking about. I got 3 more to go. I'm talking about the first one, which is talking about cash. The money that you need to provide for your family, your kids, your daycare, your car insurance, your life insurance, your food. Let's talk about that right now. So if you can survive off of what's going on right now, put a 10. If you can't, put a 1. I just want to see what's going on right now. My big brother, Christopher Boyd, is in the building. And I'm going to tell you something. At the end of this, Chris, I got you, Joe. But okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about cash money. If you understand what cash money was built around, it was built around control. See, this is what the powers that be don't tell you, and you do not understand. They don't care about putting money out there. They could put quadrillion amount of money out there. Us as Americans, we are so programmed, and other countries, so don't think it's just America. Other countries are so programmed to think that the paper fiat is something that is power. But this is what they understand. If I can spend this money and it says 100, I got $100 worth of product. See, the power came from the individuals that gave it to you. They don't care about the money. They care about power and control. You know, John D. Rockefeller said it better. He said, I don't want to own nothing. Nothing. And this man was a multi-billionaire. He said, I don't want to own nothing. I just want to control everything. And that's what the governments out here are doing right now. They are controlling your mind with all the coronavirus. They're controlling your mind. They are. You know, you can't even go to work right now. You got to sit at home with your family to do the same thing that they controlled you from and take from you every year. Every year. I'm just being out here with that. And I don't want to keep poking that, because I know people are going to be like, oh, he can conspiracy theory. No, it's real. This is real. This is real. How can you survive off of something that was rigged to make you come back to that and be hated on? Are you serious? I just bought this house. Just bought this house, right? So now I am controlled by a bank that's called a mortgage. And if I don't pay it, they're going to take it from me. They're going to take it from me. If you don't go to work, they're going to take something from you. It's called your financial security. We all in the same game, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, cash money is nothing. It's nothing. All it is a tool for control, because I don't want to own that fiat. I can print it all day. But I know if I put it out into the masses and they need it, I can control them. I digress. Next one. Precious metals. Let's talk about that. Gold, silver, palladium, uranium, whatever you're doing. I will tell you this much. If anything that can be controlled and can't be put out into the masses, you have the power. Listen to what I just said. Listen to what I said. Now, if you watching this right now, and if you listen to me right now on my podcast, rewind what I just said. If it cannot be controlled, you have the power. A precious metal is power. Gold, silver. You cannot just keep printing gold. You can't. But you can hedge against it. You can hedge against it all day. This is why in 1971, Tricky Nick, aka Richard Nixon, took us off the gold standard, because he knew that if I can take the power away and I can control everything else, we good in the United States. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm flying. And y'all know I'm still sitting in the seat. See, this is how the game has been shifted. when you hear your friends on your Facebook post or your Instagram or your Snapchat and they talking about finance and they trying to help you and you turn the other way, but now you see that it's real because your ass can't go to work and you can't move around like how you want to. This is what they were trying to tell you about. You are being controlled because, for one, you can't do what you want to do. You can't go to the grocery store and spend what you want to spend. You can't go to the mall and spend what you want to spend. You can't pay for your child's daycare because they all at home because the school's closed. This is what they were trying to tell you. It doesn't matter. But precious metals has bared all of that because now it's a standard. And see, me being in the military for 21 years, I understand what's going on. You see what I'm saying? I understand what's going on. When you talk about standards, every morning, 6:30, you will be at PT. You will be there with your soldiers. Lock, cock, ready to rock. When you don't have a standard, everybody runs amok. And the same things happens in the monetary system. If you don't have a standard with your currency, everything runs amok. Mike Maloney said it. All currency will come back to its intrinsic value of what? 0. If you don't have a standard on it, it's going to run amok. That's what's happening right now. The same money that we're supposed to have to protect us from this so-called pandemic has run amok. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not at all. But I'm just telling you what's going on right now. I digress. Next one, financial readiness. A lot of my family right now, is out here. They out here. They out here. And a lot of them have to go to work. They have to go to work, or they're working from home, or whatever the case may be. They were not financially ready for what was going on right now because we took everything that all your friends were trying to tell you, whether you thought it was a scam or not, you took that for granted, and now you're not ready. So now you're running to them like, hey, how did you make XYZ, or how can I make XYZ? Financial readiness is the epitome of all finance. I don't care if it's the US dollar, the yen, the pound, the whatever it is. If you do not prepare financially, your family is going to suffer. Period. So now everybody in the whole United States is trying to figure out, how can I be prepared for the next A when you should have been prepared for the B? We've been telling y'all for the longest. I know I have. You can go back to all my videos since 2013. I told y'all this was going to happen. You need to have a plan B and a plan C, because plan B is already gone. Plan B is where we at right now. Plan C is where we're going to go to. And those that are prepared, excuse me, my throat is dry. Plan B and plan C is where your millionaires and your billionaires are going to be built. You know why? Because they have what y'all need because you didn't plan for plan A. I don't care if you were an entrepreneur. I don't care if you was a 1099. I don't care if you was a W-2. I don't care if you was a double. It doesn't matter. Right now, the one that you said that were a scam and didn't, believe in, you work from home, really? You doing that internet? Yeah. Because nobody can move right now. how are you going to make money? How are you going to do the other two pillars that I just talked about? How are you going to do that? How? You can't. Because you don't have a financial plan and you're not financially ready to do it. You can't. You can't. But see, now that's why they say there's only going to be three type of people: billionaires, millionaires, and those that witness. It happened in 2008 when people was going through foreclosure, when businesses was shutting down, everything. Though it was people that was striving off that because they were prepared. They seen it ahead of time. So I hope that this pandemic that's going on, that everybody I'm talking to right now, and everybody's on my podcast, everybody's watching me on Facebook, everybody's watching me on YouTube. I hope and I pray that you understand that this is not a game. When it comes to finance, man, I'm telling you, the game will change. The minute that you can't go to the store no more and buy that gallon of milk for your babies, the minute that you can't go and put your kids in daycare, that's when you're going to start realizing that everything prior to that was not a game. I pray that everybody, because this will pass. This will pass. Everything that's going on right now, it will pass. That when we come out of this, my people will understand that, man, that's not a scam, bro. This is something that I need to have, because at the end of the day, on the back end, I don't know what could happen. That's where I'm at right there. Last subject, because I don't want to hold y'all up. I know people got stuff to do. They got to cook dinner and whatever. Last one, cryptocurrency and blockchain. And it's so funny that I want to talk about this in the time of a pandemic. If anybody knows me, this is what I do. You see what I got on? I am a blockchain advocate. Been one since 2013. I told y'all a long time ago that it will come to this. The US dollar will collapse. It will. It's inevitable. We just keep printing, and try to think that we keep printing money that is going to fix the whole epidemic, whatever it is, the coronavirus, whatever it is, war, whatever. It's not. You cannot keep printing money, currency, fiat, and think that's going to fix the problem. It's not. You cannot do that without sound money. Sound money means you have to have something backed by what you're doing. And right now, the US dollar is not backed by nothing. It's not backed by the S&P 500. It's not backed by the NASDAQ. It's not backed by big businesses. It's not backed by your president. It's not backed by nothing that you think right now that money is backed by. Period. But see, the difference between money, and I'm talking about fiat. I'm not talking about precious metals. I'm talking about fiat, what we call it, because most people think money, they think, paper, dollars. And cryptocurrency is totally different, because now I have a decentralized, meaning I don't need the banks to manipulate how I have an interest rate, how I can get a car, how I can get a house, how my medical bills go, how my president or my elected officials are elected. You don't have that. You have a decentralized, peer-to-peer, open ledger for everybody to understand. And if you don't believe me, go to any news source right now and go look at it and what they said. We think about a digital dollar because they understand if I can't beat them, I will join them. And so cryptocurrency, for those that don't understand, it is a decentralized and the most resilient technology known to man right now. And it's not just about finance, it's about everything. I promise you. And this is just how I feel right now. This is just how I feel right now. I feel as though the pandemic we're going through right now, the solution will be some type of blockchain technology or cryptocurrency or some type of token that will come out of this that will help fix all of this. I promise you. Because whoever figures out how to fix this pandemic, they're going to tokenize it. They're going to tokenize it. This is just my opinion. But what I'm trying to let y'all understand is this. If the US dollar moves back, okay, whether it falls or not, do you really think that your mortgage is going to be paid in crypto right now? Like, if all else failed, everything went left field. All right? If everything went left field, do you think that your mortgage, your rent, your car payment, whatever bills you have right now, do you think that your lender is going to accept cryptocurrency right now? Hell no. They want cash. So for those of us that are out there, and listen, I am not trying to bash the ones that are bashing dollars because it's a whole bunch of them talking about cash. I was one of them. I was. But until I got educated, listen, the dollar isn't going anywhere. The yen isn't going anywhere. The British pound isn't going anywhere. The IMF is not going anywhere. I promise you that. They will figure out a way to integrate the same the same scheme that they're doing right now. They're going to integrate that into some type of cryptocurrency. But here's the power of what cryptocurrency is. I can create my own token or coin, my own blockchain where they will never be able to do anything. So what does that mean in layman's terms for everybody out here that's listening right now? So everybody listening right now. So what does that mean? That means this. If I am in Sri Lanka, I can create my own Sri Lanka coin where I only do business with people in Sri Lanka. I don't need any third party. I don't need your money. I don't need anything. And everybody flourishes. If I am in Zimbabwe, I don't need anybody else because I created my own token on a blockchain and now I can do business here. That is the power of what's going on right now. And the world is seeing that. Your banks are seeing it. Your Congress is seeing it. Your Senate is seeing it. The IMF is seeing it. And if you don't know who the IMF is, that's the International Monetary Fund. Those are the ones who control the banks. It's not the Federal Reserve in the United States. The Federal Reserve ain't even federal. They're controlled by secondary and third party banks who say, okay, if you want to print $6 trillion, I need 0.5% on everything that's printed. That's why when you go to the bank, your money is not there. They're going to give you what you said you get, and they give you 0.02% annually because your money is already gone. excuse me, your currency is already gone. Now let's bring it back. The crypto, your gold and precious metals, and then your cash. It's a cycle. Where do you want to be in that cycle? Do you want to be on the back side or do you want to be on the front side? That is the question that we all have to understand. Where you want to be. And I'm not here to be a financial advisor. By all means, full disclosure, I am not a financial advisor. So do not listen to what I'm saying. But I'm telling you this one thing. I will tell you this. If you're not prepared for what is about to happen, for the four things I told you, cash, precious metals, cryptocurrency, and financial readiness. If you are not prepared for those four things, I promise you, it will be very ugly. Very, very ugly. So with that being said, man, I had to do this live. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody on my Facebook. Subscribe, give me a heart. You know, whatever you want to say about me, I don't care. I really don't. Because this is what I have. I felt as though I am obligated as an advocate of finance, an advocate of cryptocurrency, an advocate of precious metals, and an advocate of my friends, families, and loved ones. I had to do this. So if this is something that you like, go ahead and comment. You know, so I'm gonna put it up on here. Let's see. We got family up here. Hey, Nicole, how y'all doing? I got my uncle on here. My Uncle Larry Bennett. We go fishing all the time. My uncle down here in Pensacola. For those of you who don't know, I did move from Texas. I did build a house down here in Florida. I'm out here in the Panhandle in Pensacola. I'm right off the ocean and the beach and everything. So I did do that. So you know, I've been out the game for a couple months, but I had some family stuff going on. But I'm back now, and I really, and what's going on, I think this is my calling. You know what I'm saying? The Most High put me here right now for what's going on to preach to y'all. I'm not saying preach to y'all, but just give y'all the insight of what's going on. Because I guarantee you, a lot of y'all is watching it right now, and the ones that will watch this after this, y'all sitting at home. Y'all ain't got no money. Y'all broke. But your friends that's putting you on game, y'all looking at them like, that's a scam. That's a scam. Wooty whoop. Listen, they trying to help you. Because I know I'm trying to help people, and I'm helping people right now. I'm helping people that can't work. I'm helping them. Because when all the smoke clears, these big businesses, they're going to have to recoup all the losses that they had for 5, 6, 7, however long it's go, 8 months. So your daycare that was $200 and they're going for 8 months, they done lost 8 months of revenue. They got to recoup that. So if you want to go take your kids over there, guess what's happening? They're going to up that to $250. So now your daycare done jumped up $250. That's supply and demand. That's how it works. If you don't believe me, go back and look at 2008, 2009, when folks bought houses, and then when the market came back, their mortgage went from $800 to $1,650. That's how it worked. Monetary policy, shorty. You know, that's how it worked. So if you think that I am really talking out my booty hole, go research it. Because when this coronavirus stuff goes away and we come back to normalcy and the malls start opening back up, you'll walk, and if people can really start going spending their currency, a debt, the debt is going to go even higher and everything else is going to go up. That's just the facts of the matter. But if you are prepared on the 4 things I just told you, if you understand cash, trash. Just saying. Just saying. I know we needed to live, whatever. That's what we adapted to. But it's trash. Then you come down to precious metals. That's going to go even higher. Because the scared are going to take their cash out and they're going to put it somewhere where they can protect it. And then you got financial readiness. Those that are educated understand financial readiness and understand how to maneuver and pivot and put their stuff in different assets and different classes of assets. They are going to be the ones that are going to survive. And then the last one, cryptocurrency. You cannot sit here and tell me that you don't understand what's going on with blockchain right now. You can't. I don't care who you are. If you're 56 years old, you heard about Bitcoin. You heard about it now. You know why? Because the economy in the country is in turmoil. So if you don't understand those 4 things right there, like Robert Kiyosaki said in the beginning, when I talked about this in the beginning, that four sector. If you don't understand them 4 things right now, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so let's just see what's going on right here. We got my boy James here. What's going on, James? What's going on, fam? Love y'all. Love y'all. All right. Who else we got in here? We got my big homie Reggie Scott back there in Killeen, Texas, baby. All right. Who else we got? All right. Everybody. Who else we got? Rich dad, poor dad. Exactly. My sis Tanisha Adajo, you know what I'm saying, out of New York. What's up, sis? You know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all don't know about my sister Tanisha Adajo, man, y'all need to go follow her, man. She's a boss and she is a financial. I mean, her mind is like over here. Like, she made me a lot of money. Put it that way. I learned a lot from her. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Who else we got? We got my uncle Larry Bender. You know what I'm saying? Got my uncle Larry Bender on here. Who else we got on here? James. What's going on, fam? All right. Who else we got? But okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this because I know it's a late night. I know people gotta get home. So I thank y'all for everybody that's on my Facebook, everybody that's on my YouTube, everybody that's on my Periscope. I salute y'all. Everybody that's on my podcast. I love y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, like, throw a little something over there on my podcast, but it's cool. But I love y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all for being here on the In the Know podcast, another show, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Much love. Yee.